They've confirmed that he has been killed, but we don't want to go there. That's why officially we don't say we have brought it out, but as soon as we clarify that, we'll let that.
The officials of the Nigerian military, the Nigerian army, has confirmed that Simon Ekpa'S sponsors have been captured and already facing the full wrath of the law. Hear the full news in detail. Woto is happening all around as more and more thing is coming out on daily basis. You people are not ready to hear this. Yes, as we continue to fight for the restoration of Biafra, a lot of things are going to happen, whether we like it or not. It is going to happen in our very eyes. But the truth of the matter is that we're going to wait for the Prime Minister to respond to this allegation and accusation by the Nigerian military. But before I say what I want to say, I want to make a very, very plain point here, is that this whole thing is showing you that these Nigerians are not ready for negotiation. They want the Biafrans to remain here. And I will keep saying this thing. Don't ever pray that they ever declare IPOB a terrorist group. It is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And some of you don't know what is going to happen if that ever comes to pass. You see, in the light of searching for freedom, we must again understand one important truth that should be recognized here. And this very important truth must be seen accurately. Yes, it must be seen accurately the way it is, because they are doing everything possible to see that they go down or bring down Biafran people. And that's it. They're doing everything possible to see that they bring down the Biafran nation down. But one of the most important thing here is that we don't know if the Nigerian army is saying the truth. But I know that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will be too smart. Yes, he will be too smart to allow such kind of thing to ever happen. And that's where everything must be put the way it should be put. We cannot, continue to hold ourselves tight however we want to hold ourselves. This must be the very beginning of the trouble that the zoo is looking for. Now let's get it very clear. Is it true that their sponsors have been captured, or is it a false information? Well, it stands in the rights of Simon Ekpa to say what he knows about this. But let's continue, because I would definitely advise that we should all look up to what matters more and what does not matter. What is already happening, and you people don't really know what is happening. There's a time to pray for everybody who is in the front line, doing everything to make sure that Biafra is achieved. The Zoo government has deployed over 1,500 soldiers to begin the final embark with the BLA, and it is already playing out as history is already beginning. We must put everything that needs to be put in place, and one of the most basic things that we need to understand is that this thing is already getting to that point where the world powers must come in and do the needful. The zoo is already ready. They say they are ready to face whoever forces that wants to come against them, and after doing that, they are going to teach Prime Minister Simon Ekpa a big lesson. But here's a message that each and every one of them must take home, and that message is very simple: the message of truth, the message that carries the flame that we all perceive. You get the point? The message that holds so much energy, and that's the message each and every one of them must understand. Now you see, we must continue with everything that we need to say, and that's one in particular is, without dispute, engaging itself to the proper order. I must say that engaging the Biafran Liberation Forces is one of the biggest mistake that the zoo will definitely want to carry out. One of the biggest, if not the biggest. Let's don't call it the biggest. Let's just call it one of the biggest. You can see that the strategy that has been laid down is laid down for a reason. And more victory will be registered before
anniversary speech from the Eastern Security Network.
Understand how this thing is.
ESN Southern Command.
Understand? They think this is a child play or a play child.
Biafrans and lovers of freedom.
I leave them to
as we celebrate in this month of December.
What they do not know is
the
that
third anniversary for the establishment of Eastern Security Network,
where each
an indigenous security outfit
must look
founded by Biafran leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB.
Yes.
Our mission is to protect the southern eastern region of the construction called Nigeria.
And that is what they want. They need to be free. Let them be free. Allow them to go. You don't want them to go. Are busy building houses, you are bringing the houses down, and yet if they complain, you say they are doing too much. But the question is very simple. We cannot continue to look as if we don't really understand what is happening, and that's the whole situation. We cannot continue to look at this situation and fold our arms believing that everything is all right. Nothing is alright and nothing can be alright. So everybody must lay down their muzzle, lay down their power, and put in practice where everything should be put. I must tell you, with all the understanding that I have, that we have moved the motion already. That anything that happens to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not going to be tolerated at any point. So we must see this and see the way it should go. We must continue to, hold on to this very point where victory should be registered. Now I must say it and I must say it again. Biafrans cannot watch themselves fall. Biafrans cannot watch themselves fail. Biafrans cannot watch themselves keep begging for something that they know normally they can get easily. This is no longer a time to, negotiate any kind of instability and any kind of nonsense. We are winning and victory must be said.